Once upon a chilly autumn evening in the quiet town of Eldridge, a man named Sam was walking home from work. The sun had dipped below the horizon, leaving a shroud of twilight over the streets. As he turned onto Maple Street, he noticed something unusual out of the corner of his eye, a flicker of movement that sent a chill down his spine. Curiosity mingled with unease as he glanced down the alley. There, illuminated by the weak glow of a street lamp, was a creature unlike anything he had ever seen. It was about the size of a dog, but had elongated limbs, iridescent scales that shimmered in the dim light, and wide, luminous eyes that seemed to absorb the darkness around it. The creature's form shifted, almost fluid as it darted between the shadows. Sam's heart raced. He knew he had to report this. Whatever it was could pose a danger to the town. With urgency, he hurried toward the police station, a small brick building at the end of the street, its lights flickering in the distance like a beacon of safety. Upon entering the station, the familiar scent of coffee and paper met him. Officer Reynolds, a burly man with a kind but skeptical demeanor, sat behind the desk. He looked up, raising an eyebrow as Sam rushed in. "Evening, sir. What brings you in?" Reynolds asked, sensing the urgency in Sam's voice. "Officer, I saw something out there. In the alley, something strange, something not right." Sam's voice trembled as he described the creature. Reynolds leaned back, crossing his arms. "Strange like how? Could it be an animal? Maybe a stray dog?" "No, it wasn't a dog. It had scales and glowing eyes. I swear it was otherworldly." Sam's frustration bubbled over as he tried to convey the urgency of the situation. Officer Reynolds exchanged a glance with Officer Lee, who was filing paperwork nearby. "All right, let's not jump to conclusions. I'll send a couple of officers to check it out. Can you show us where you saw it?" Sam nodded eagerly, relief flooding through him that someone was finally taking him seriously. They piled into a patrol car, and as they drove back toward Maple Street, the weight of anticipation settled over Sam. When they arrived, the street was quiet, the only sound being the rustle of leaves in the breeze. Sam pointed toward the alley, his heart racing as they stepped out of the car. Officer Reynolds and Officer Lee exchanged looks before stepping cautiously into the shadows. "Stay close," Reynolds instructed. Sam followed closely, straining his eyes against the darkness. Suddenly a noise broke the silence. A low, almost melodic hum emanated from the depths of the alley. Sam's breath hitched. The officers moved forward, flashlights piercing the gloom. Then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, the creature emerged from the shadows, its eyes glowing brighter in the light. "See? There it is!" Sam exclaimed, his voice a mix of fear and excitement. Reynolds froze, his expression shifting from skepticism to astonishment. The creature regarded them with an otherworldly calm, tilting its head as if trying to understand what they were. "Back up slowly," Reynolds whispered, his hand inching toward his radio. But just as they started to retreat, the creature stepped forward, its movements graceful and deliberate. Then, in a surprising twist, it let out a series of musical notes that echoed through the alley, a hauntingly beautiful sound that captivated them all. Sam felt a strange sense of calm wash over him. "It's not dangerous," he murmured, stepping closer. The creature's eyes seemed to resonate with an ancient wisdom. The officers, realizing that this was more than just a bizarre animal encounter, lowered their guard. Reynolds made a call to dispatch, relaying the situation. "We've got a visual on, well, something extraordinary. We'll need backup, but it's not aggressive." As they stood there, the creature slowly began to retreat back into the shadows, leaving behind a lingering aura of mystery. It glanced back one last time, its eyes sparkling like stars, before disappearing entirely. "Did that just happen?" Officer Lee asked, his voice a mix of disbelief and awe. Sam nodded slowly, still trying to process the encounter. I think we just witnessed something incredible. From that day on, the town of Eldridge buzzed with stories of the strange creature, a legend in the making. Sam, once just an ordinary man, became the unlikely hero who opened the door to the unknown, reminding everyone that sometimes the most extraordinary things are found in the most unexpected places.